Good afternoon. Every year, more than 200,000 children are abducted by family members, and an additional 58,000 are taken by non-relatives with primarily sexual motives. Personally, I do not know anyone who has been kidnapped or abducted, but I have done a vast amount of research that allows me to speak upon this topic. Personally, I do not know anyone who has been kidnapped or abducted, but I have done a vast amount of research that allows me to speak upon the topic of kidnapping and the safety precautions that can help protect you from being abducted. The research I have obtained will allow me to provide information that can help protect not only myself, but other individuals as well. It is very important that you listen to me and take heed of this information, because abduction is a major issue around the world, and implementing many safety precautions can help protect you, your family, and friends from abduction. Today I will be informing you about the broad issue of kidnapping and how implementing various safety precautions in your daily life can help reduce abduction rates. The term kidnapping refers to the abduction and captivity of a person, typically to obtain a ransom. Sadly, every 40 seconds in the United States, a minor becomes missing or is abducted. Unfortunately, about half of the children who are abducted and murdered in the United States are taken by someone that they have an acquaintance with or someone that they know. Nearly all children who are abducted but are not murdered were taken by a close family member or a family friend. Kidnapping can occur for various reasons, such as unemployment, poverty, religion, and political issues. Many kidnappings in the world today have their root cause in religion. According to Morningstar News, a Muslim male had regained custody over a 14-year-old Christian female. He threatened to kill her and her family unless she gave court statements that she was his spouse and that she would also have to convert over to Islam on her own free will. Another root cause in kidnappings around the world is greed. Some people who are not content with what they have turned to crime to achieve money-making goals. According to Oxygen.com, 45-year-old Irene Seal and her husband, a former police officer and employee at Exxon Company, kidnapped the president of Exxon Company, known as Sidney Resco. The couple demanded a ransom of $18.5 million from Sidney Resco's company. They ended up killing Resco during the struggle to obtain the money. The motive behind this crime was greed, because the Seals wanted to live a more lavish lifestyle. Irene Seal received 17 years after confessing to the matter. There are various ways that you can help protect yourself from being abducted due to greed and religion. According to TBOtech.com, securing your home and arming yourself with defense weapons can help put you at lower risk of abduction. These two solutions are critical in protecting yourself from being taken by an abductor. Kidnappers do not always snatch their victims from off the streets, but they sometimes attack you from inside of your own home. To prevent kidnapping from the inside of your own home, be sure to close doors, gates, and install locks or alarms. This is because the more secure you are inside, the harder it will be to become abducted. On the other hand, when most people think about arming themselves with defense weapons, they immediately think of guns. There are other weapons and gadgets that you can carry out other than guns that can protect you at equal cost. Pepper spray, for an example, is a remarkably effective weapon that you can use against perpetrators. This small weapon irritates eyes, skin, and mucous membranes in the upper respiratory tracts. I believe that adhering to these solutions could help put you, your family, and friends at lower risk of abduction. Studies show that using weapons against an abductor can allow you to incapacitate him or her, giving you enough time to escape. Also, when a perpetrator is attempting to break into your home, it will take them longer if you have locks implemented on your doors rather than not having any locks in place at all. This allows you to have enough time to receive outside help from police or other bystanders. Now that I have given 2 solutions that can help lower abduction rates, I will inform you on how these solutions can help protect you from abduction and how high of risk you are at being abducted without them. Without these 2 solutions, you are at higher risk of being abducted. This is simply because leaving doors open inside of your home or even closing doors without locking them is basically welcoming an abductor inside. Therefore, it is crucial to close doors and implement locks inside of your home. Weapons, on the other hand, are remarkably effective in allowing you to be able to stop an attacker. They also provide you with a sufficient amount of time to escape after your perpetrator has been incapacitated. According to TBOtech.com, you are at lower risk of abduction if you arm yourself with weapons. The weapons can be as small as pepper spray, tasers, or even stun guns. Over 60% of people who have been abducted did not have a weapon in their possession to help protect them. This site also states that implementing locks in your home lowers risk of in-home abduction. Upon the last stage of my speech, I will be informing you on ways on how you can help inform others on implementing these solutions in their daily lives. As the receiver of this knowledge, it is crucial that you carry out this information to others around you. You can persuade them on how it is incredibly important to implement locks and alarm systems into their homes to protect them from abduction. You can also persuade others to purchase weapons that can incapacitate perpetrators attempting to harm them. You may also provide the statistics I have provided earlier in my speech to captivate their interest in implementing these safety precautions. Now that we have been through the global issue of kidnapping and some solutions to lower kidnapping rates, it is time that I conclude my speech. Upon concluding my speech, I want to remind my audience of why it is important to implement the various safety precautions that I provided earlier in my speech and why they are so important that you need to implement them. Beginning of my speech, we began speaking on the problem of kidnapping and its statistics. The statistics have shown that 200,000 children are abducted yearly in the United States. On the other hand, another 58,000 are abducted by non-family members or family friends. I then provided you with information on the motives of kidnapping, such as poverty, unemployment, greed, and many more, along with 2 examples. As I stated earlier in my speech, religion is the root cause to many kidnappings in the world today. On the other hand, greed is another root cause in kidnappings today. After I provided the examples of people being abducted by greed and religious reasons, I provided 2 solutions that you can implement in your daily lives to lower your risk of abduction. The 2 solutions were to install locks and alarm systems inside of your home and to also arm yourself with defense weapons. As stated earlier, having defense weapons can incapacitate someone attempting to abduct you, giving you enough time to escape and receive help from a bystander. Also, implementing locks and alarm systems in your home can give you more time to receive help, since the person attempting to break into your home. Without implementing these 2 solutions, you are put at higher risk of abduction. There must have been some helpful information that you have gained today from my speech, but if not, I will tell you my takeaway from this research. It is crucial that I arm myself with a weapon of some sort because I am at high risk of abduction because I do not own one. I say this because owning a weapon can help incapacitate my perpetrator or someone that is trying to abduct me, allowing me enough time to escape and receive help from a bystander. Thank you. And are there any questions for me today?